Hey, what's up? It's Phoenix and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I encourage you to hit that like button, to subscribe for more quality content, and to share with your friends. I also encourage you to check out my books at my author page. I'll put the link in the description, and to also check out the playlist tab for more videos. Today, I'm really excited because I'm going to do a book review of the book Skullface Boy, and this is by the author Chad Lutzke. And I am going to review this book. Now, the book is not too long. It is about 200 pages, but the book itself has, I would describe, shorter chapters, which makes the book a little bit more readable than longer text. And so it's actually a pretty quick read. And I recommend this book. The book is about a kid, a 16-year-old kid, Levi, a Skullface boy, who leaves the orphanage to go find the one person that is in California that he is told is just like him, who obviously has a skull for a face as well. And so the book, in a kind of reminiscence of a book such as The Talisman by Stephen King, of a kid walking across the United States, you have Levi walking across from his home in Colorado, I believe it was, to California. And it's a really interesting premise because, as you can imagine, there is a lot of crazy stuff that happens along the way. So, with that said, what is my perspective of the book? Well, I would describe it as the following. There are two aspects that, to me, make the book very remarkable and make it very memorable. The first is the simplicity of the narrative voice, as well as the way that the book is actually written. So you definitely get a very strong sense of characterization and of Levi's character by way of the narrative voice, and I think that that is really effective. I think the other element that makes it really interesting is the theme of feeling different and alienated from other people. But I would describe the book as being very heartfelt in that way, of capturing a character who is not someone who fits in, who is different because he has a skull for a face, as is described in this book, and who is looking for home, basically. And I think that is remarkable. I think that is a remarkable theme, and that is why I like books like this and other books such as Maniac McGee or The Talisman or other books that I have talked about and read. Now, I will acknowledge that this book is pretty simple, but the simplicity is always contributing to the quality of the book. It doesn't feel like the simplicity prevents certain elements from being explored. In fact, I think, as I've said, the narrative voice is very remarkable because it paints a picture. By scaling it down and by having the book describe things in their most simple, raw way, you definitely get a strong feeling and understanding of this character, of Levi, and I think that it is really remarkable. I was going to say, the opening chapter, the dedication says, "Dedicated to the bullied, the parentless, and the unique, may the shallow assholes one day envy you." And this is a good example of the theme of the book, which is focusing on someone who doesn't always fit in, and someone who might be judged by others for a variety of reasons, but that continues to persist. And that is really the element that I find touching about this book, the idea that even though Skullface Boy does not fit in, he is continually engaging with the search. He is continually searching for home and for a good life. And I really find heartwarming the many passages where Skullface Boy is describing how he feels at home, and that the freedom that he is experiencing on his adventure in the world, in the United States, is leading to his freedom, and how that freedom is much better than what he felt at the orphanage. And I really like that. There seems to be a way in which people who are different in life can be characterized by a certain kind of beauty that you might not expect, and that this person might not expect as well. And I think that that's why it is such a remarkable theme. I've talked about Maniac McGee before, and really one of the remarkable things about Maniac's character is that he doesn't fit in, and yet, again, he's searching for home, he's searching for love, he's searching to do the right thing, and I definitely get that feeling from Levi. in this book. And so this book definitely resonates with a lot of the themes and ideas that I usually resonate with when I am reading. Now, I would give the book a 9 out of 10, and it is a high review, but I think it definitely deserves it. There were some certain points that I would have liked to see developed more, such as the ending, which I won't give away, but I would have liked to see the ending convey more why Skullface Boy didn't know who his father was for such a long time. I would like to know why that was the case and what happened there. I also feel like some of the passages and descriptions, even though they were spot on and solid, I would have liked to have seen maybe a little bit more description, but that would be kind of a vague comment, and I'm not sure that it would have been helpful, again, for the simplicity of this book and the beauty of the narrative voice. And so, yeah, so a 9 out of 10. I think that that is a great accomplishment for me, because even though I'm not the harshest critic, I can still be pretty harsh about the way that I read books, but I very much like this book for the way that it captured these themes. I thought that Levi was a very well fleshed out character, and as you're reading the book, you're rooting for him. You want him to succeed and to find his family and to find people that love him. And even though it's described in beautiful passages, the ways in which he's different throughout the book, you still hope for him to succeed. The fact that Chad, the writer, was able to evoke such empathy in the reader is a really powerful thing, and I don't think that that's easy to do. I think that it is in fact a very difficult thing to do, because it's really hard sometimes to get that connection with your audience, with your readers. But I myself felt very empathetic for Levi and thought he was a good person and thought he was just trying to do the best thing that he could for his life. And I think that that is very remarkable. So this book really was right up my alley. It definitely engaged with a lot of the things that I deal with in my own writing, and as I've said, the way that I read books. And I really am glad that I was able to read about a character who triumphs in life, who was able to, despite his suffering and despite the pain of what he experienced in life, he is able to find joy, peace, happiness, comfort, and home. And may we all strive for those things. So yeah, I recommend that you check this book out. Again, it's Skullface Boy, and I encourage you to check it out on Amazon. I was very glad that I was able to purchase this book, and I think that Chad Lutzke is a terrific writer, and I think that it is amazing what he was able to accomplish with this book. So I definitely encourage you to check it out. Thank you for stopping by and checking out this book review, and I think you would enjoy this book as well. As I said, it's a very quick read, so it wouldn't take up too much of your time to be able to engage with, and I definitely think that it is worth it. I'm Phoenix, and there will be much more content to come, so definitely keep a lookout and check out the videos that I have already on my channel if you get some time. And yeah, I thank you for watching. I will see you next time.